North Carolina's top attorney is stepping in now to help families who are already struggling living in hotels and motels who are now worried about being evicted.
For weeks, Channel 9 has taken a lot of phone calls from families who are desperate. Channel 9's Tina Terry is live tonight. And Tina, you learned the Attorney General is now personally reaching out to some hotels in Charlotte with a stern warning.
Yeah, we learned that the AG sent a letter to more than 100 hotels like this one here. He basically was telling them that people who live here have rights too.
Oh, but I'm actually going to go apply for a job at 1 o'clock.
51-year-old Laura Thompson searching for a job in the middle of this pandemic. She needs money to pay rent at this South Charlotte hotel she lives in.
I just do what I have to do, try to keep food in my stomach and a roof over my head, because I would hate to be homeless in the street. You know, I'm too old for that.
She has enough money for now, but dozens of others have been calling Channel 9 for weeks, saying they're laid off and facing eviction from hotels. Today we learned Attorney General Josh Stein has stepped in to help. He sent a letter to nearly 100 hotels, most of them in Charlotte. In it, he warns hotels that the halt on evictions issued by North Carolina's Chief Justice applies to people living in hotels as well. He said in part, the current crisis poses enormous challenges to people's health and ability to make even minimal housing payments. He said it's essential that people be able to stay in their residences without strict compliance with eviction law.
This letter and this order came out does give some light in a dark situation.
A few weeks ago, we told you Derek and Denise Love started a grassroots effort to help families facing eviction from hotels.
We today have helped 11 families, including 30 individuals.
They say the letter was much needed. Now they're just hoping the word spreads to people like Thompson and that they know how to stand up for their rights. And the AG's office says that halt on evictions has been extended all the way out to June the 1st. They say that if you are challenged by a hotel manager about an eviction, you should call the AG's office at 1-877-NO-SCAM. Now let's toss it over to Action 9's Jason Stujinski. He's answering a big question some may have about this. Jason.
Yeah, well, Tina, legally speaking, the biggest question here is this: is the hotel or motel your primary residence? Now, keep in mind, here in North Carolina, there's no black and white answer to this, no special test. There's no magical number of days that you have to stay somewhere to be able to say it is my primary residence. Instead, the courts look at the whole picture. They ask questions like, does your kid pick up the school bus there? Do you get your mail sent there? Do you have another residence? How much time do you spend over here? Do you cook all of your meals here? So things like that. And if so, you go from being a hotel guest to being an actual tenant. And that, of course, makes the hotel the landlord. And the reason that's important is because, as we all know, hotels can kick out guests, but they landlords can't evict tenants quite as easily. You have to go through the court process. And as we know, and we've reported, the eviction hearings right now in the courts are on hold, so landlords have to wait. Now, as Tina mentioned, the Attorney General's office has been sending out warning letters. So here's what we did. We took a copy of that letter. We put it on WSOCTV.com and on our app, so that if you're in this situation and your landlord wants to kick you out and you feel like you have a legal right to stay there until the courts can weigh in, at least you can go get that letter, show them what you're talking about. It won't look like, Scott, look like you're making this up.
Certainly not. And both you, Jason, and you, Tina, thank you for staying on top of this. People have a lot of questions for us. We are trying to get answers and trying to get the reactions that y'all are getting by asking those questions. So thank you to both of you.